Happy Tuesday. So the University of Wisconsin-Superior is getting ready to begin their performance of Shakespeare's The Twelfth Night. And joining me to tell me more about it is Director and Assistant Professor Sean Naughton. So can you tell me a little bit more about The Twelfth Night?
Yeah, sure. So Twelfth Night is one of Shakespeare's later comedies. It is about a set of twins that are separated when they get into a shipwreck at the top of the show. They land in a town called Illyria, where there's a duke that is in love with a countess and can't seem to get the countess to be into him the way that he is into her. And so these twins land, and the young woman, Viola, goes and works for the Duke and dresses as a boy for her safety. And then her brother, who looks just like her and is coincidentally dressed just like her, shows up in Illyria too, and a lot of love triangles and confusion ensues as these two twins try to navigate the world of love and music and revelry and sword fights and pirates.
So I did see that this was written in 1600s.
That's true.
Do you think that people can still relate to the story?
Absolutely. You know, Shakespeare is one of the most widely produced authors every single year in playhouses around the country, both at the professional level, academic level, and at the amateur level. Shakespeare's done all the time for a reason, because it is really accessible, because it is immensely relatable. You know, we have a cast of 14 students that have done a terrific job of taking up some complex language and really holding hands with the language and making sense of it in a way that I think is going to be really accessible to anyone that comes and sees the show. For example, we've got about 200 students from area high schools coming to our opening student matinee at UWS on the 27th. And for some of them, it will be their first encounter with Shakespeare. And so we've really done a lot of work to make it accessible, understandable, and legible for them right off the bat, because it might be, as I said, their first time, and we want it to be a good experience for them and create lovers of theater and lovers of Shakespeare going forward.
So do you think it's going to be still easy for them to understand the conversation and things that are happening? Yeah,
you know, I was talking to my cast about this the other day. You know, I told them, you know, the first couple of scenes, usually it takes the audience, you know, a minute or two to kind of acclimate, to kind of get the ear acclimated to hearing this kind of Old Middle English. But after that, you know, what really tells the story is the action and intention of the actors. And this cast has done an absolutely knockout job of activating this language and making this language really sing on stage. I'm really, really proud of them, and I can't wait for them to share their work with the Twin Ports area.
And I might be wrong, but did you say that this was your favorite Shakespeare?
No, that's true. I've done. This is my favorite of Shakespeare's comedies. I've done a bunch of Shakespeare. I've actually done Twelfth Night. I've directed it before. It was one of the first plays that I ever directed when I was in my undergrad. I played a couple of roles in the play before at different theaters in my time. I keep returning to this text because I find it so funny, and heartfelt, and what I think is just a beautiful story about. It's not just about drinking and singing and sword fights. It's also at its heart, it's about love and different kinds of love, romantic love, familial love. It's about grief. It's about longing. It's about hope. It's about all these sort of beautiful things that make going to the theater a great meditation on some really deep issues. But then there's also pirates and sword fights, so you can't beat that.
Yeah. So who do you think should come out and see this?
Oh gosh, everybody should come out and see this. If you're a lover of Shakespeare, if you know Shakespeare, you're going to have a terrific time. If you get a little PTSD about your high school English class, that's also okay. This is also for you because there's a big difference between sitting at a desk and just reading Shakespeare's text and or going to a theater and experiencing it firsthand with some really terrific actors.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you want to say about this?
Well, I think this is really exciting in part because we haven't had Shakespeare on the UWS stage here. I think it's almost 10 years. I think it might be like a year or so off here. But this is a triumphant return for Shakespeare in one of his terrific plays in a terrific theater program at the UWS Theater, in the Mannion Theater at UWS in the Holden Fine Arts Center. So I think it's a triumphant return and a really exciting opportunity, both for these students to encounter the challenge of Shakespeare firsthand, but also for our community and our UWS campus.
Yeah, sure. Well, it sounds so exciting, and thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you so much.